ready. I am ready. So whenever you guys are ready, just let me know and we'll get started.
Yeah. So what we'll do is while I'm rebuilding this, and I'll be doing that on my down when I'm not playing. If for some reason in particular I have to roll something and I don't have this on this new sheet, I will do it as it describes until I get the new number. So if I fail it and it's like a 10%, and then later on it's whatever it was, I'll still count it as a loss and we'll go from there. Because I didn't have the correct number there. And because, Yuri hasn't failed anything ever, so it might be a good opportunity for him to start failing some stuff.
I need to grab my
That's smart.
came in here and they were trying to eat my dice. So I had to move the tray. My dice.
Butcher, no, actually, profession. Profession, butcher / Black Ops. Sound accurate? Employer, the program. Nationality, Russian. Russian male, I think we said he was 36.
I like a rewrite of Yuri's history because I found out that the Dyatlov Pass incident happened in the 1950s.
Yeah, it did. So like they've constantly been going over there and looking for stuff like the government.
He was involved in it, so I didn't know if like you meant like originally, or if
No.
He there to investigate.
He was on one of the routes. Like it's like, oh hey, we're being sent out to Dyatlov Pass. It's like, oh, is whatever happened before happening again? It's like, no, keep it on your chest, there, soldier. One of those things. What was the Russian version of Delta Green called?
1 second. Fine.
I remember my, what was it? My sanity was 64. I think that sounds right. 64. And I know that where we've already discussed that my character is, what is it? Immune to violence, or
Your condition to violence, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. Handle it.
which would make sense for somebody who charisma is CHA now. Charisma is CHR. Come on, we're D&D players here.
Brew SV8. SV-8.
Got it. Score. And then I'm gonna do the percentage there. Get to that.
Well, that says Kevin McLeod. Kevin McLeod, however you pronounce it. That is definitely royalty free.
Okay.
Love Kevin McLeod's music. It's always good music. Playing them dads.
Uncle Nikolai. I can't remember the pastor's name, but I do know that. I know that that information's in the Delta Green Discord, actually.
It is. Father Owen. Nikolai Petrova, Ivana Strupovich, Father Owen, called the question.
I'll hear about the famous Russian porn star. Ivan Stroganoff. Ah! You know what? I came up with that joke the other day at work. I was very proud of myself. All right.
Yeah, I love it when people walk into a joke like that too. It's just great. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I've walked into plenty of them.
Like that, you dirty boy.
Oh my lord.
Just you remember that I could change my voice now.
Oh man, I can't wait till you do cinnamon.
Oh, what's cooking? What's cooking good looking?
Hi there.
Alright.
My name is Cinnamon. How you doing?
She sounds like one of the chipmunks.
Yeah, that's too low. I need to put some bass into there.
How about now? Now, testing, testing.
I mean, if he likes girly girl hookers, then yeah, it sounds pretty accurate.
I can always be distant, fucker.
Oh dear God.
Why do I want that to be Cinnamon's voice?
Jesus.
Just so he
Oh.
has to act opposite of it.
Please tell me y'all remember Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
No.
A villain that had like this really butch voice, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was like,
Kinda sound like,
yeah, it did.
sweetie, you gotta do better than that.
You gotta be tough if you gotta take down Mr. Venture. Sounded like one of like those New York Italian tough guys you see in like a movie. It's like, come on, you know what? Come on, sweetie, come give your grandma a kiss. Come give grandma a kiss now.
We've just created lore for Cinnamon, so now we have the voice.
God.
So Cinnamon now sounds like this canonically. That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great.
I can't laugh this hard anymore. Stop.
I'm trying
Okay.
to see if there's any more info I can put on the board for ya.
Okay. I may have to drop out of the party and come back in real quick. It looks like I might have to reset my Xbox. So give me seconds.
I do.
Then.
Oh my God.
I really can't wait till you have to act across from that. It'll be good.
Fucking killing me, because all I can think of is like some sweaty trucker chick,
Mm-hmm.
lot lizard kind of thing going on. That I picked up one day on a trip or something.
I was thinking more like Terry Crews or there's another guy. Oh, but I just imagine that Cinnamon looks like him in a wig and like a red tight dress. But
Totally.
she's Southern, isn't she?
So what you're imagining is a stripper that looks like that one episode of Powerpuff Girls where there were 3 grown men in Powerpuff Girls outfits.
Ah man,
Like it.
I'm trying to think of like.
Was she Southern, Levi? I can't remember.
I think you put her as like I think.
No, like generic female voice I could do, so I did give her like a Southern Jezebel type thing. Kind of sounded like
Yeah,
that.
your original voice was like
Yeah.
southernish.
Yeah.
Now, come on now, sugar, you know that.
Shut up.
I love it.
There you go. Now you guys got a little bit of evidence on the board now. A description of the lab, because you guys were able to do that, and the photos.
I got all the experimental information right. The computer data.
Which, as you guys go through that, I'll give you guys. There's also the VISCID dams. Yeah, I could put the missing apples on there too. It's one of them is technically gonna disappear the following day from where you guys are, but it won't change the fact that you guys know about the fact.
Yeah. The murder of crows hanging out around the house.
Mm-hmm.
The lab. Body imprints that have that blue hue. Majestic is a #1 hit on computer stuff.
Yes.
And then bluish specks similar to the blue hue stuff. Footprints. There's 2 crows that stand out of the whole group of them. I think you said Potentia Holdings LLC is the people that are in charge of the security stuff around.
Yes, potential holdings.
And then missing dogs. And yeah, all I got right now. And he's I can't remember what else he used.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The green. Our agents have made their way to the Seattle area. With the police where they found out that a geneticist and his lover had died mysteriously. The CDC and FBI showed up, containing the scene. You guys went in and did your own a little bit of investigation. There you found a bunch of... Basically, you guys found what they found. You guys found tiny footprints, you found a hidden lab, you found, the chalk marks, drawings of where the bodies were because they were hauled off to the county medical examiner, and everything else was taken by the CDC and is currently on its way somewhere else. You guys have no idea where. you got access to his
Dust.
collect because there wasn't really much left of anything after the CDC came through. And you guys also found out that a bunch of animals surrounding the house have started to go missing. And if you guys look at the board, one of them went missing and they won't even notice till tomorrow, and then a following dog also disappears on October 4th, and it is currently October 3rd. So there are 2 animals that you guys don't even know about that have also gone missing.
Well, now we know.
But you characters don't.
And there's a King Charles Spaniel, right? By Elizabeth McCready.
Excuse me. I feel more.
So, as you guys culminate back together after gathering all your evidence, making your own investigation of the crime scene and the surrounding area, canvassing the neighborhood, talking to the neighbors, you guys leave. We ended off with you guys leaving to go to your safe house or your hotels, whatever, however you guys would like to do it. What do you guys think you guys are doing for this area?
So Yuri wanted to go back to the safe house to hopefully start getting some testing and like look at the dust and the crow.
You guys really don't
And
have a safe house, so see if you know about one in the area, because I'm pretty sure the program has safe houses all over the place. Go ahead and roll me luck to see if you know about one in this area, considering I believe you're based in...
yes, I'm based at New York.
So actually, yeah, this would be an intelligence times 5 roll, as a matter of fact. Not luck. Go ahead and make intelligence times 5 if you know about a safe house in the Seattle area.
I don't have intelligence yet.
Why would it be New York based?
No,
I think it would.
That's where Yuri's from. That's where you live.
Yeah, but
I don't have intelligence yet. I think it was 8. I think my intelligence score was 8. So we're gonna judge this off an 8. So 8 times 5 would be 40. That's a 31.
You know about one. It's very small on the very outskirts, like in the suburb area. It's just a generic house that they use. I'd say it's... There's a map. There's a map. There's a map.
The map. The map. The map.
Yeah, I cannot give you guys this. You guys are in Mills Creek. I'd say there's one about maybe about about the same distance as from the briefing area, so about a 30-minute drive. So Yuri, go ahead and roll me drive, because I know you're the driver.
No,
Yes,
I am.
and
He's from him. And
Oh,
I'm not
that's-
used
yeah,
and I
correct. Yeah, you
inside
got
the box door.
So
Yeah, and I've already got salt
go
and
ahead
pepper.
and roll me
Right.
drive.
This is not going to be good, but okay, 37 over 21.
You turn on the car, and the first thing you hear is that Russian radio station that Yuri listens to, and it immediately pisses you off. He piles into the car, and Yuri, tell me what's going on the radio right now.
So they're talking about inner, political stuff with the Kremlin and everything. Probably talking about some poverty level stuff going on in Russia and about feeding, outsourced villages and everything, and he's just kind of sitting there. And then when he usually y'all know when he perks up because that's when they're talking about sports over in Russia. The footy, but no, he just right there. It's just political talk.
I'll say because you were close to your score, and it wasn't a critical failure, so you don't crash. This 30-minute drive, because Yuri is trying to give you directions over this Russian radio station that he is telling you guys news over, and like just like talking back to it in Russian. As if they could hear him. This drive takes an hour and a half instead, because he is terrible at giving directions, and he is just making you angry. But you guys eventually get...
Sutka, you not hear me? I told you, turn left there. Why did you go right? I said the left.
How do I turn after the turn?
You no listen. You know. That's him starting to yell at the radio.
I want to country so bad.
After a while, you guys find your way into a cul-de-sac, just in the middle of the suburbs of I don't know Seattle that well, so I'll say it's like downtown Seattle. You get into this cul-de-sac. You pull up to the address that Yuri gives you. You guys step out, and it's quiet.
See, look, I told you, easy peasy. I got here one piece. Why you have to be so angry? And then he pinches April's cheek and he goes, "You need to lighten up a little bit. Live longer. You'll see. You won't get the wrinkles."
April's going to toss the keys at him and say, "It turns out the only thing worse than being a passenger listening to this shit is sitting in the driver's seat and listening to this shit and your directions."
Because of your failed roll, you forgot that Yuri's rule is the driver decides the radio.
That's right. That's Yuri's rule. You were so angry. God.
April's going to get out and slam the door and light up a cigarette and just glare daggers at him. And Mr. T, she blames both of them. She's just pissed off right now that it was so bad.
As you guys do this, Yuri, because of your high awareness, you guys step out of the car and you do notice that across the street, like, you see, like, when somebody pulls down the blinds a little bit to peek out, and they peek out at you, and you can tell you're being watched by somebody.
Hey, cousin Remy, come back here. Help me with the bags, will ya? I'm trying to get, like, Mr. T to come back.
Do I notice him trying to do this?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I'd say to try and understand what he's trying to do, either go ahead and roll alertness yourself, both of you, or you can try and read a little bit into him, and roll human.
Okay, I passed on either of them because I rolled a 42, and I'm a 44 for alertness and 45 for human.
I failed on both of them. I rolled a 49, and I'm 23 alertness and 31 human.
We'll go ahead and put a check mark by whichever one you prefer. While April, you immediately pick up on the fact that he didn't call either of you by your code names. He said Cousin Remy, and you immediately start looking around and you notice that same thing as you notice somebody is peeking out through a curtain, and you guys are currently meeting.
Can I grab Mr. T by the ear and be like, are these things working, and drag him over? And like, come on, cousin Renemy.
Do you fight her at all as she does this?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so she drags you along toward Yuri, and you guys all culminate at the back of the vehicle as you guys start grabbing stuff and carrying it toward the house, the safe house.
You know, Cousin Lemmy, Cousin Sasha, I'm so glad that great Uncle Peter decided to let us borrow a house while we doing the punk music tour of Seattle. Fantastic! You never get to listen to punk music over in Russia. You know, Uncle Peter, he said that's the reason he come to America. He's still kind of looking around and trying to, you know, present that they aren't who they seem to be.
The person stops watching.
Get everything in quick.
You guys grab everything you can, the forensic kit, your own supplies that you have on you, which wasn't much because you guys were hoisted out your doors by the program without being able to grab anything from Lowe's. So you only have what's in the car. But you guys grab everything that Delta Green provided you in the vehicle, and you take it up to the front door. And you notice that there's no key, but there is a keypad. I need all three of you to see if you would possibly know the code to it. I will say this. Intelligence is knowing the code to get into the safe.
I passed. I got 59 over 60.
I got a 4.
And what about Quinn?
Intelligence?
Intelligence times 5.
That would be a 19 on my intelligence and times 5. 85.
Yeah, all three of you succeed. Who decides to key in the code?
I will. I'm gonna
It's-
take her. I just want to get inside.
Okay. You all reach for the code to plug in the code. But April gets there first, tapping in to the key. You guys hear just like at a hote when you put the card in, you hear that blip in the door, and you hear the of the door unlocking. You open the door, make your way inside, and you guys can see it's a moderate house as you guys go through, start making your way in. You guys know that Delta Green cells are usually parties of 4. This is unfortunately though well, it works out for you guys. It is a 3-bedroom home, two baths. What?
I said dibs on master. April does that.
Yeah, you guys are going through. You see there's a TV, there's a couch, there's a grill out back, there's a nice backyard. If you decide to open up the pantry, you guys notice the pantry stocked. You notice that there's not much in the fridge other than stuff that would be there for a long time. So there's no milk, there's no lunch meats or anything like that. Mainly like a bunch of sauces or stuff. Like there's yogurt in there because yogurt only becomes more yogurt. It doesn't really expire unless it starts to mold. So there's yogurt in there. But you guys get in there, and it's the middle of the afternoon. It's like 3:30 at this point. And ease of calm comes over you guys as you enter the safe zone. And the best way to express how calm it is just being in a safe zone where you guys know nobody's watching you. That Resident Evil like safe zone music starts playing. This room. Lady Jamatresk cannot get in this room.
I mean, I want her to get in the room, though. I mean, don't you want her to get in the room? I mean, sheesh, boy. Sheesh, boy. I want her to get in that room every night of the week.
You sure you don't want to go up to House Bienvenido?
No, you're funny. You're funny.
But that's where all the fun happens. You guys settle in. April takes the master bedroom. You two take the other ones. And I'm guessing Yuri would take the forensic kit over to the kitchen counter. Start setting it.
That sounds accurate.
So what exactly are you guys doing? I know you're going straight to the kit. What are the other two are you guys doing?
I'm gonna hover like with my arms crossed and just like hard stare at what he's doing.
I'm gonna start sifting through all that data from the computer.
Yuri, go ahead and roll me forensics, because this is a forensics kit. They going through it. They're doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So go ahead and roll me forensics. And as
I'm just gonna say it's an automatic failure because I have 0 in forensics right now. Until I roll the new stats, I have 0 in forensics. So we're just gonna count.
What?
And if you get under 10, you succeed.
What's the rule for sanity again?
That's 41.
It's your sanity
Okay.
score.
Okay. So what's a 00 again? Is that 10?
Double zero is
The tens place. So it's it's 1 through 9, and then if you got 0, 0, 0, that would be 10.
Well, I got a 4 and 00. What's that?
And that is
Okay.
a fantastic roll.
Over 54.
I believe it's just one. Yeah, it's just one. 1 point of sanity loss as you see these 3 digits on this crow's.
Well, my new stats have been updated, so that'll be nice.
And what did you roll for forensics, Steven?
I rolled a 41.
Yeah, you have never used a forensics kit in your life. Even when on a Delta Green mission in an urban setting where you've had to track down some entity and take it out, you've never had to deal with a forensics kit. You open it up, you put on the gloves, and you just stand there like your hands are sterile, just...
I know collect items, okay? I know collect items, and I'm surprised I did that very well. Thank you. But I need y'all to look at this.
I think we're all
Okay, so
screwed on this.
I do not have forensics, but some of forensics is biology, and I have a 61 in biology.
I'll allow biology because the crow is a biological specimen. I'll allow biology.
Okay. Ooh, I still failed 64 over 61.
Just the fact that you are seeing human fingers coiling out of this crow, and you can see that they're part of the crow. It's not like somebody sewed it on. You're not seeing any sutures or like remnants of a surgery or anything. you have no idea where to begin. You look over at those
Sure.
those specks of powder that you guys collected. You don't even know where to begin on that, because you don't even know if it's a biological specimen. It could just be like left on soap that was staining the floor. As you're looking at it and you're just...
Can I try like pushing my luck to look at the blue stuff, like under a microscope?
Go ahead. I'll allow it. You guys pull out the microscope and you put the blue powder you guys were able to collect.
3061.
It's 33.
Yeah.
That is a critical success.
Whoop. Is this forensics kit like just like beakers and microscopes and shit, or is there any like electronical shit, like a mass spectrometer kind of thing?
I don't know what a spectrometer is. You would have to explain that to me.
Well, I think it's like something you put. A mass spectrometer is something you put a piece of like that blue shit in it, and it'll like break it down into like the periodic table of ingredients of what it's composed of. I think that's what a mass spectrometer is. I'll have to look it up again. I forgot. I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Just from what I'm seeing of pictures of a mass spectrometer, there is no way that would fit in the kit.
Is it big? Okay.
Yeah, it's like bigger than a computer tower. It's big. It's a big boy. But April.
Would there be one in that lab?
Yeah, there was definitely one on the scene of the crime in that lab. If you look at roll 20, you'll see a little description of the lab, and you'll see that it is as close to a level 4 biosafety lab as Greaves could manage. It is high tech. He paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for that lab. It was pristine, had top of the line equipment, like stuff that you would find in a brand new built hospital.
Yeah.
Um,
They should have one in there. Most likely, if we, I'll let the other people know. Old Shadow Fox and Dragonoff. Like I'll bring that up. Like if we need like detailed stuff, we'd have to use a mass spectrometer, and that'd be at the lab. I would assume that I would like know or see one, right? Since we were in the lab, or would I?
I have to search to see if
Yeah.
yeah, that would have required a search
Hmm.
roll.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I look? Would there be like a blueprint thing in the computer data?
Go ahead and do a search roll for me as you're coming through that. In April, as you're looking through this in a microscope, you're kind of shocked because of the fact that you can tell by looking at this powder that they're cells. They're cells that have human characteristics. But you can also tell that like it has like an almost plant-like cell wall surrounding the membrane, and you can also tell that it's burst. Like whatever this thing is, it's dead. And you're seeing bunches of them, and As a matter of fact, as you're looking at these, because they're so unique, go ahead and roll sanity. You've never even heard of anything like this. So it's just boggling your mind.
57 over 50.
You don't even take any. If you'd failed, that would have been 1 point. But you're just looking at this and you're completely baffled by that. You could tell that just by looking at them that they were extremely resilient, but something caused whatever this came from to kind of like vibrate or like heat up in some way and then burst.
I think the part of her that loves science would be like really interested, you know, and like amazed, but then I think she'd also be like horrified, you know, that they're messing with that kind of stuff. And especially when she like connects it to like, you know, genetics, and then she's looking at the bird and sees that it's been the crow and sees that it's being messed with. I think she'd be equally like intrigued but horrified.
And what currently is your biology score, if you don't mind me asking?
61.
You rolled a crit. You want to direct yourself to roll 20. I am posting a little bit of information that you guys find as agents with a biology of 20 or higher and appropriate equipment discover. And at the current moment, all you're hoping is you guys need to somehow get back on to the crime scene and use that lab, because that lab had everything you need to find out what you want. You need a lab like that. Without the proper equipment, you can't really get any more information. Roll for your search of the file.
Search, fucking 6343.
And you were looking at, like, I believe, blueprints of the house or something?
I was gonna get a blueprint of the lab to try to see what all the equipment that's in there.
Unfortunately, you don't find a blueprint of the lab or like a list of things brought in. Like, there's no keyword that the keywords you're using aren't finding anything. Would you like to push your luck to try and find any additional information about the lab? And what would you be doing differently if you did push your luck?
I don't really want to like push my luck for looking for the equipment, because like I would think that I would, like, just because I don't find it in the computer data doesn't mean that I don't think that there's a possibility that something should be in that lab. Like as pristine as, like,
Yeah, he just from you guys being in there, you guys know he kept.
yeah. We're like also like it was an advanced lab, so like there should be every equipment that should possibly be needed for our research, like for our stuff that, like the stuff that we need to find out. There should be equipment there to find it out with. I just can't find the list or to double check to make sure that the equipment's there. So I'd have to physically go there and try to search.
The closest thing you find is information about the construction of the lab, but you don't find like anything that was brought into the lab. And you find that he did pay like close just to get it built, paid close to $300,000 for the lab.
They're cheap.
And all of it going through Potential Holdings LLC.
Mm. So Holdings is probably a front company.
guys, I'd say all of that in itself, that probably takes you guys the good rest of that afternoon. So it's probably just becoming evening at this point. The sun's starting to set. It's around.
Remind me again, what is SIGINT?
SIGINT is signal intelligence. I will have to go to the agent's handbook to tell you.
I can scroll and find it. Know that it'll be down here. Oh yeah, it is.
So I think Gabriel might look at Agent Dragonoff and be like, so what's the call? Do we crash out and head back early, or are we going back tonight? Because I'll check this out.
What are y'all checking out? I've been doing my numbers. I apologize. I guess you could say that Dragonoff wasn't really paying attention. He kind of just left to the forensics to y'all.
So
What is it you want to do?
we need to get back in the lab. We need to get this checked out, and we don't have the thing here to do it.
Back in the lab at Dude's house?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. If you want to go do that, you can do that. Just bring your badge. They'll let you in and look. I was also gonna suggest probably go to morgue and check on bodies too.
You're not sending to the animal cemetery, pet sanctuary, by myself.
I mean, what is Mr. T? He'll go. I have to take shower and and go lay down and yeah, that is on Dragonoff's schedule.
With your unnaturally high alertness, you notice that Mr. T is sitting on the couch on his laptop, just ingrained in the lap.
You see, there he is. He's right there. At least let me take shower first, and then we'll talk. We'll talk after. I may come. I don't know.
Hey, listen. You're not going to sit here and get your beauty sleep, Princess Beauty. If I'm working, you're working. So you either come with me or you come to the morgue, but it's not shutdown time yet. I can't believe I'm the one saying this.
I mean, you're wanting to look back into the lab. I mean, you don't have to break in to go to the lab. You can just go to lab.
But I'm not going by myself to the frickin' pet sanctuary. Where it's coming out of their stuff. No frickin' thanks.
I mean, if you've seen one finger, you've seen, an eyeball.
I've got a finger for you. And she's flipping him off.
Hey, Levi, really quick, what is Quinn's SIGINT? Because signal intelligence encompasses encryption, communications intelligence, electronic intelligence, security systems, surveillance, and all that jazz. And that's like
40.
Okay. So you have a good SIGINT. That's good.
Mine is also 40.
Because you did notice some of those files were encrypted, so in order to decrypt those files, would require a SIGINT.
High SIGINT.
I remember when we formed these characters initially, there was something after you put in and you changed your skills up. There was one other thing. What was it? It's like put some stuff into some skills. It's like it gives you like so much percentage and you had to break it up or something.
8 skills that you could add stuff to. Correct.
Just random skills, right?
Detail.
April,
Points to 8 skills.
Plus 20 points to 8 skills. 8 skills of... Okay.
Any random skills or whatever, I think is what... I have it written down, plus 20 points to 8 skills. I don't know...
If you want, you could even like stack them. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
If you wanted to
Yeah.
add 40 or 60 or just like give yourself 80 in a random.
Well, yeah, well, I was gonna say, I'm like, because I stacked my profession on, because I figured, you know, with the base. So my highest stat is unarmed combat at a 90 now. I'm grown from Chris Redfield to Solid Snake.
Use the right bumper to
Well,
activate
so-
CQC.
What you're saying is it's technically like, what, 160 points? That you can divvy up anywhere you want? In
Yeah.
skills?
what?
When we first started making our character sheets, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, because I'm having to re-roll my, because I lost the notebook.
I just wanted to make sure that's how I was interpreting that. Or did I screw myself over on the beginning?
No,
Nope.
that sounds right.
So April's gonna stomp over to the couch and tell him, fuck you, I'm not getting back in that car for an hour and a half freaking drive. I'll go check out the dead body.
Still an hour and a half drive, probably.
Connors' office.
Bodies. And she's just glaring at Dragunov. She's still pissed at him for the car. She hasn't cooled down yet.
Alright, so we were in Seattle, and then the safe house is in like an hour and a half away from Seattle.
No,
Mm.
you guys
30
went to
minutes.
Mills Creek, which is like 20 miles northeast of Seattle, and the closest safe house was in downtown Seattle. So you guys had to drive that 20 miles back to get in there.
It was 30
Oh,
minutes. But it
yeah.
took an hour and a half because I failed my drive. And he didn't tell me it was 20 minutes. He just gave me directions. All I know is it took an hour and a freaking half.
So Mills Creek was the crime scene.
Yes.
Okay. And then Seattle is the safe house.
Yes.
Yeah. Safe house. Which is roughly 20 minutes normally. But with April's shitty driving skills, an hour and a half.
They talked to me when you passed a drive roll.
I don't drive.
He's a highly driven individual.
Well, I did that one time and he failed it. And then he fell in the mud. Oh.
That's why I don't drive anymore. You guys are my bad luck.
And from the briefing you guys got, you are aware that the medical examiner that they were taken to is roughly 25 kilometers away from the Grieve household. So it's quite a drive to the bodies. It's about gosh, I don't know what the equivalent is to miles. Let's find out because I am ignorant in this.
Yeah, I'm not conversion to kilometer a mile.
25 kilometers is 15 miles. So
It's
it's about an hour drive from where you guys are.
How about you guys go? I'll take the shower and get the booty rest.
About 3 hours if you fail the roll. A full day's drive on a critical failure.
What if we order a taxi?
That is a possibility.
Do we have to do a drive roll for that?
You guys do not have to drive yourselves. You use those brains of yours.
That's what I'm just asking. Like, do we have to do a drive roll if we're not even driving?
Have to, as in character, realize that that's gonna be a pretty pricey cab drive.
So obviously it's
it would be an Uber.
for-
drive,
Not if
but it's
you know what?
be an Uber.
Commandeer the taxi. I have a crime scene. I don't have to fucking pay your shit. Drive me there.
obviously it's better for April to go to the lab since nobody has forensics, but at least I have biology. But April does not want to go by herself.
Well, you didn't even fucking ask me yet, so.
Well, that's because you're geeked out in front of your computer.
Doesn't mean I can't go.
Dragonoff's been saying stuff and you haven't listened to a word or responded. So I'm
I
just
have
sitting there.
selective hearing when it comes to electronics.
April's just tapping her foot and looking back and forth, and then she's gonna be like, "Come on!"
This whole time, Yuri's been in the shower.
April will open the door and yell, and if it's not open, then she's gonna bang on it and yell at him to hurry up. There will be no relaxing.
Okay, there we go. I think I've completed it.
I'm still waiting for somebody to ask me to go anywhere.
Yeah,
He's gonna hop outside and
the door now swings open. Steam starts rolling out, and Yuri's holding a towel cinched around his waist, and he goes, "Let me get dressed. We will do the case." And then he says, Mr. T, hurry the fuck up."
does Mr. T acknowledge you're here?
Selective hearing. I'm very good at it.
I'm gonna go
So
outside and she's gonna stomp off and like hit Mr. T in the back of the head, but not say anything, and just go outside to smoke.
Yuri
for?
Yuri quickly gets back to being dressed, and then he kind of wanders back through. He sees that he's like, "Mr. T, we're going back to crime scene. Are you come? You come?"
Oh. Why didn't you guys say something? Jesus. Alright.
What were you doing? Just like watching TV or something? Well, they're
No, I'm going through the.
Just going through the.
No, I was going through the computer data.
Okay, well, in that case, go ahead and roll another search or computer science or SIGINT. If you're trying to decrypt the files, it'll be a SIGINT. If you're just looking through the files, looking for something specific, it'd be search.
I was trying to like just sort through shit to find out what's what to like thoroughly go through like the important like to determine what's important, what's not, and then maybe go through some of the important files if I can get in.
You do find a bunch of encrypted files.
Okay. I rolled a 33, by the way, and my computer science is 81, SIGINT's 40, and what was the other one? Search is 43.
So which one would you like that to be?
Oh. Doesn't really matter, I guess. The encryption stuff, since I'll need it.
Okay. With a critical success on a SIGINT score, you do decrypt one of the files of what he was currently working on in that lab.
Give it to me.
You find that he was working on a substance that he has labeled as the blue blood. And he was trying to take this blue blood substance and synthesize it into a pill that could be ingested called ARD
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 15
5.
RD.
And you know
Is that what it was named?
what?
Was that what it is named? Blue blood?
Blue blood.
Yeah, they're synthesizing it.
And you find like this detailed like document about all the research he did into this, and you find out that he got this. Like, you recognize the name, you guys know the history from previous missions. He got this after the dissemination of Majestic in 2001. This used to belong to Majestic.
Majestic 12 again. Majestic. The blue blood.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. I'm
You're
trying to.
with your high alertness as he's sitting there on the computer, you hear him say, Majestic 12 again.
He doesn't make any indication that he heard, but he just says, "Hurry up, we're going to the car."
You can tell that Grieve stole a process for called anti-ABD typing, and he patented it, and he made a shit ton of money. Because when Majestic 12 disseminated, people started leeching files, taking what they could, and it looks like he profited off of the disintegration of this former body. And you can tell he's made some leeway with this blue blood substance as well. You're not really sure, like, the science behind it, because you don't really understand it. But you can tell that at some point it was successfully synthesized, and he was trying to do it again. Like he had a significant amount of this, or he was trying to make it for somebody else. He doesn't really go into detail in his document, but you can tell that whatever this is, it's probably not of Earth origin. Whatever he was working on, whatever the blue blood substance was.
Okay. Well, I'm not. Is that all of the information
that you get on that?
I don't know what to do. Well, I'm gonna get ready, like grab my shit and follow them out the door. Then I want to relay some of that information back to them on the trip about the blue blood.
And scene.
So what's your guys' plan now?
Now that I have the keys and I know where we're going, I'm gonna drive, and I'm going to show April how quick of a drive that actually was.
April's not really paying attention. She's pouting and chain smoking and staring out the window.
That is a 24 under 16.
All right. And where are y'all headed?
Back to the crime scene.
April,
You gotta do something with her forensics or something or another.
April, you're kind of mad because you guys get there in 20 minutes with him driving.
I'm gonna get out of the car and like be like Jack Slaw, so like slacked and I'll be like, where the hell did you make me drive?
You want to drive. You say, I want to get in car. I want to listen to this. And I said, only driver pick music. And you said, then let me drive.
Hey, I listened to the stupid Russian radio.
I didn't tell you to have it on. You just know Yuri like Russian news.
Did you guys keep it on the Russian news the entire time?
Of course it was Russian news.
I just had to make sure. Any pop music or anything?
The beat.
I have an auto-tune button.
Is that what that was?
Yes, I have an auto-tune button.
God.
I'm gonna learn how to undo the freaking stereo, and then we're not gonna have music. Because I would rather to you breathing than shit.
Walking off, and she's walking back into the house, I can imagine, because she's all pissed and just storming off. Yuri kind of like throws his, because he's 6'6", he throws his arm over this vehicle that, and he looks at it, he goes, but I haven't even introduced you to traditional music yet. And then he looks at Mr. T and he goes,
The first thing you guys notice as you guys pull back on to the crime scene is the tape is still there. That wall is still there to block the general public from seeing everything. But there are no agents left on the scene. It's the middle of the night. What's the plan? Now that you guys are back on the scene, but no oversight.
April wanted to look at something, so I'm following her lead. She wanted to come back here. I said we need to go to the morgue, so we're coming here first, and then we're going to go to the morgue later, but...
I'm stomping straight to the lab. Like, and then I'm just gonna, clean up and make sure I'm, like, not contaminating anything.
Oh, she's order 66 in it. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get a wet rag, and you need to stick it in an electric socket.
You guys get back into the lab. And of course, you guys yet again find that this pristine, all the equipment's still there. And it is dead. In this house. A little bit of moonlight comes in through the windows. You guys can hear crickets outside.
I hang out in cemeteries for a living, and this place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, you're the one that wanted to fucking come here.
Roll for Stan.
Oh, that was the wrong dice.
Do not roll
for what?
Steven.
I passed anyway, so.
Just gives you the regular amount of heebie-jeebies. So, tell me, Shadow Fox, why we here? What did you find while looking that said, we need to come back here? Because when we got he's kind of fussing. He's like, he feels like they're wasting time. He was like, we've already combed this place top to bottom. Like, what did we miss?
I need to see the Manus Corvus.
Manus Corvus? A
Latin
hand
for-
throw?
Yeah. Can I have that, please? It's the whole reason we're here. How are we going to look at it?
What the fuck are you looking at?
He goes, he goes, he totes back up to the car and he goes, gets the forensic kit out there and shoves it back, like brings it into the house and puts it on there and he just goes, get to work! And he goes, I'll keep the other people out if we have any, doodaddlers and I'll be on watch.
So, do I need to roll if I'm trying to look at it?
What are you
But
looking
I'd
at?
imagine
Looking
you-
at the crow, or are you looking at the slides?
I want to look at the crow first. Maybe even just like a perimeterally, even if it's not like super deep, you know?
Go ahead and do that biology roll. And because of the pristineness of this environment, I will give you a plus 20 to that.
Then it's a 81.
Oh yeah. The first thing that you look at is you start looking at its abdomen and where that human hand, those digits that are growing out of its abdomen like a soap. And you notice fingerprints. You notice that hand has fingerprints in it. You notice that it has fingerprints.
So, can I look to see if like the DNA is of the hand is the same as the crow's?
Yeah, you take a sample of it, and you find that it is human DNA. It takes about I'd say a couple hours for it to fully test it, but you get a sample of the DNA, you put it in these machines, and you find that it is human DNA.
The entire crow? Or just the fingers?
You find that it is like a mixture of the two, but the sample does contain human DNA along with unidentified biological matter. There's something else in it.
Oh, the blue blood.
I've seen this before. It's the herps.
Okay, what about so is it new or is it somebody's that existed, you know?
To get information like that would require like you to run it against some sort of database.
Is that something Mr. T could do?
Yeah, you could give it
But
to
in the
have him run the DNA or the fingerprints
right.
against like a FBI, NSA, Department of Justice, anything.
So do I need to roll to see if I can get that together for him, or does just he need to roll to see if it works?
Either of you could roll it. You would have to, like, give him the reins from this point.
Yeah, I'm good with. I mean, if I don't need to roll it, I'm good with not rolling it, but I will.
You look over at Quinn, And you say, and what do you say to him to get him to sit down, crack his
You.
What?
You're an asshole, by the way. Not you, my wife.
Why?
Nah, I'm gonna have to do a fucking sanity roll because I haven't looked at the damn crow yet.
Oh, that's right. Technically, you don't have to look at the grow. Oh well, yeah. Actually, you would to run the fingerprints or the if you're doing fingerprints.
Yeah, she's handing the damn thing over to me to fuck me up.
Can I like the
That's
fingerprint
sanity.
of them?
No, it's already too late. You
Okay.
already fucked me over. You never think about that shit, do you? Always trying to score.
Quinn starts screaming loudly like a
Alright.
6-year-old girl.
That'll be fun.
And see there. What are you gonna tell me to come over and start getting the fingerprints?
What was your sanity roll?
I haven't even rolled anything yet.
Hey, Mr. T,
Doesn't.
want to see something you've never seen before?
I'm pretty sure Cinnamon has it. I'm pretty sure Cinnamon has it.
Cinnamon may not have it. We don't know with that voice.
Send it
Wait.
opposite.
Oh, he's cheating.
You're welcome.
That curiosity over as you walk forward, and you see 3 human fingers coiled coming out
What the fuck?
of this crow. Go ahead and make that.
You know. 40 is 56.
That is a success. You only lose 1 point of sanity. So now you can choose to take it or project it. I will leave that up to you.
I'm gonna take that one. It's only 1 point. Thanks, wife.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at it, and those goosebumps you kind of get in those moments when you like watch a scary movie. That like a really good scary movie, one that keeps you up, like one that you watched when you were a little kid. That's the feeling you get when you see this, because you notice there's no surgery scars. Those digits are just growing out of this crow.
What the fuck is that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Can you take this print and run it through the system and see if it belongs to anyone?
You want me to touch this thing?
We'll use gloves,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Y'all I just
I can-
got the notebook.
I just what?
Just found the fucking notebook after I spent all that time generating the new character sheet.
You just found your notebook?
Yep.
Where was
Where-
it?
On the bedside table where I looked 1,000 times underneath the hat.
That happens all the time to me.
Well, I'm furious. I'm fuming.
How close were you though on estimating your stuff?
My new numbers are way better.
I just was wondering if you got like most of the skills right.
Yeah. It's pretty consistent.
You just got your skills.
Yeah, some of the skills were just a little bit better. But because we've had 2 ops. So, oh yeah, hand damn went up way big.
Did you have first aid before?
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm 60 in first aid.
Wow,
No,
you're
I'm 50 in first aid.
Well, that's great. And it stayed that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's good to have.
Are you gonna run it?
Because first aid is, you can use it to help recover lost HP. So that's useful to have.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that
Yep.
Quinn tries to run that print.
After I like scream a little bit after seeing it, I'm gonna run the print. Like do a little. The hell's up?
What do you run it against?
Runs it against my mom.
No. Like you're talking about the database?
Yeah, because there are multiple databases you could run it against. Which one do you use? So you could do NSA, you could do CIA, FBI, Department of Justice, military. Like you have.
Let's do Interpol.
Interpol.
Yeah, that'd probably be the most extensive database,
Go.
in my opinion. 'Cause that's international shit, right?
I think
Yup.
so. 1 second, so I can try and see what would be the best.
I think running it against the Pentagon would be the best. It would be directly into the military server.
Yeah, we can do that too.
What I thought Interpol was is I thought it was British.
Interpol is international police.
I only heard it mentioned once in a British movie. So,
Sounds accurate.
When with your naturally high computer science skill, you almost instantly, as soon as you put that fingerprint in the system, you find out it belongs to a now deceased Air Force Lieutenant Daniel Yuri, who died in 19 training exercise.
Air Force Lieutenant?
Yeah, Lieutenant Daniel Yuri, ULEE, United States Air Force.
Daniel ULUE.
Yeah.
A weird last name. Yuli. Daniel Lieutenant. Air Force Lieutenant Daniel Yuli.
And I will even.
Fingerprints belong to the.
You guys are just filling up your evidence board today.
so when I say I was standing back behind him and I saw that, like behind him, or do I need to wait for him to tell?
I'll leave it up to you if you're
Once
looking at his screen, you know.
Well, once I get evidence, I usually want to like spew it out.
Do it then.
Anyway, so I did. I'm saying
I just posted that little bit of evidence on the board for you guys.
my data on my phone would work better.
I was honest that like April's a little thrown, so like honestly, I was just doing my due diligence. Like I thought that it was more likely that they were like growing life. The fact that this belongs to someone has me a little thrown.
And I will point out that it does say that he died in 1992 in a training exercise gone wrong.
Died in 1992 from training exercise.
Can you figure out where his body was? Like, if they're messing with his body or harvesting it, was it, like donated to science, or how did they get the body? How did they get any DNA? How did they get the fingerprint, the hand? Can you run that?
Can I run? He's Air Force, so he's in the military. So I want to run through military databases and see if I can pull any other files about Daniel Yuri, about anything on his death, and if there's any other like redacted or hidden documents in the military database, like top secret files on it.
Upon looking through the files, you instantly find that Daniel Yuli did have a wife and child, Isabella Yuli and Malcolm Yuli, who was actually born a few months after the accident that claimed his father's life. So his son never got to know him.
Isabella Yuli is his wife, and Malcolm is his son.
Yes.
And his son died.
No, his son
Was
was
born.
born a few months
Oh.
after his father's accident. He never got to meet his father.
Okay, born after. Okay.
Does it say what they did with his body?
I'm looking to see if I can find any information about that.
I also want Mr. T to run any buildings for the company that was like all the transactions were filtered through, because I want to know where they're if there's anywhere that they could be keeping all the missing animals. If they're not on this site in this lab. Because April's definitely thinking it's connected.
I am not seeing anything currently about his body.
Okay.
But you do find that his family lived in Billings, Montana. And that his wife bought the house she lives in outright with a mysterious settlement that she was paid by the military within months of the accident. But you don't.
I could call the one.
Yeah. It's probably an experiment gone wrong. They were using them to try to make spooky soldiers. I'm thinking.
Super soldiers, or maybe like
I am not seeing it.
animal spies. Okay, what about running for any buildings that are held by the same shell company?
So you're looking into potential holdings now?
Yeah. I just want to see if it's connected to, if there's any connection to the missing animals, like a place that they could be held. Maybe if so, there'd be some people involved that would be there.
Like, you want to do an extensive check on potential holdings to see how much, like, clients that they use, how many buildings that they run security
Yeah.
for.
The buildings around, because if there's missing animals close, they have to be keeping those animals somewhere.
Well, if they're running security for half the city, it could be half,
Yeah, so like a certain parameter, from this area.
Or we can try to run.
40 minutes anyway.
Let's do the search for warehouses and empty buildings that are not being used yet, like potential hiding spots for illegal activities.
You start looking at the potential holdings. Go ahead and roll computer science for me. And what is Yuri doing at the moment while they're looking into all of this? Securing the scene.
He's fucking taking a nap.
Beauty's late.
Are they done? Me?
Yeah.
No. Yuri is looking is on lookout just in case any looker seers decide to come in or interrupt us. He's just trying to make sure that the crime scene is secure.
While he's rolling computer science, you can roll alertness for me.
Oof. Must be important.
Alertness, man. What will I ever do? 10. 0, 0, 0. 10.
You hear the crickets. You hear dogs barking. You're looking around. You're seeing the contained crime scene. But somewhere off in the distance, it does also sound like a dog is getting mauled. But other than that, like that dog whine. Like there's one particular dog that I've heard right now.
And it could be just like dogs flying off the streets.
Yeah, yeah. But nothing out of the ordinary.
Well,
What about Mr. T's computer science room?
Rolled a 21. And must 81.
And looking into potential holding with you find oddly potential holdings only has one employee. And you'll find that they are a DC-based company that that goes to the Grand Caymans to an account held by Potential Holdings, in particular, an attorney by the name of Aaron Silverman.
It's one employee, DC based company. And what'd you say with the? What'd you say after that?
You find that all of the checks were being sent to an attorney by the name of Aaron Silverman.
Aaron
Silverman.
Aaron Silverman.
So you find that
To the Cayman Islands. I'm assuming an offshore account.
you find it's a limited liability company run from not just DC, a post office box DC since 2007. And that this attorney, Aaron Silverman, he's listed as the president, and he is a 73-year-old man that lives in Washington, D.C., and he collects an annual salary of $1 from Potential Holdings, but that he is filing paperwork like fly.
Fuck, it's a dead end.
Find Potential Holdings has an operating capital of about $300 million per year. Much of that money is spent on real estate and retainers for personal services like security, transportation, rentals. They do own buildings, vehicles, equipment, storage facilities throughout the United States, several offshore facilities, Bahamas, Caymans, India. And
Offshore company.
yeah, as you're going through this, you begin to read between the lines that this company is highly unusual. This is definitely something wrong. And you start doing a bit more work, a bit more searching. You find that Aaron Silverman corresponds to a line item paid out yearly in Washington, D.C. to a law firm, Marcus Silverman and Green. And that the single largest payment for personal goes to someone named Robert Justin Ortega.
Robert Justin Ortega. Largest personal.
Yeah, the largest personal payout was to someone named Robert Justin Ortega.
It's a lot of information. Holding. To me, it sounds like potential holdings is a front company to launder some shit and use
You
it.
guys would have needed accounting to get that, but because you have a basis in computer science, I allowed you to get that information. And
I have a mathematics.
yeah, that would
account.
have worked as well. What's your mathematics score?
40.
40% or higher can read between the lines and find that information. So yeah, you easily find all of this information no matter what.
Oh, sweet.
And as you're combing through this information and you're finding all these lines that are just dead ends after dead ends, more things just like boggling your guys' mind. We're going to end off there tonight.
Did you ever give us the name of the guy of the house that we're in, the two victims?
Yeah, it's Tybalt Greaves.
Tybalt? Oh, that guy. Tybalt. Bolt.
It's only spelled in this like a few times.
Tibalt.
Yeah, Tibalt. And then Greaves like
Okay.
pants. And a fun fact, Ard 15, the blue blood, in the document is also referred, it's called Ard 15 because it was from a project, Arc Dream. And Arc Dream published is who makes Delta Green. Yeah, you guys are starting to put together some things, starting to cross those T's, dot those I's, seeing that they're.
I'm getting a lot of fucking information, but I'm not being able to piece it together yet.
Yeah, you guys are finding a lot of things that are just not adding up.
We're gonna have a whole episode, and it's gonna end up being Quinn and his mind palace figuring this stuff out.
This game, I never know if I'm overthinking it or underthinking it.
That's the thing is I don't know if any of this information is even relevant to the case. Could just be fucking dust in the wind that has nothing to do with what we need to find or fix.
That's why I like Delta Green and Call of Cthulhu. It's because you guys never know if you're getting enough information, or if you have too much information, or even if you have the right information.
Yep.
It just has a completely different feel from D&D. And I love it.
Hey, speaking of which, the information, the last mission, that code that Dragunov threw out at the end to get everybody, like the people to come in, like where the hell did that code come from? What was that?
Yeah, was that like in the thing and we just didn't read it?
No.
No, that's just something he made up on the spot. It was a reference.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. when they come out and the socks on the back of one monster, and then they all freak out because like it's exposure. So like that's the joke. It's like I called it 2319 an exposure event.
Oh my god.
319 in Monsters Inc. is White Sock.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's the reason I said when she said she was going to go clean up the house, I was like, oh, she's going to order 66, and okay, get a wet rag and stick it in the electrical socket because order 66 is eliminate the Jedi. So like the joke is it's an elimination. So you're burning it down, you're getting rid of the.
It wouldn't be the first time that this group has burnt down a building to cover up evidence.
That's all
Yeah,
April.
but we burned a national forest.
It's like your go-to to get rid of things is burning stuff down.
That's the genocidal side of April. Just wants to kill everything.
When, like, in one of those first sessions, Leevi was like, why don't we just break the dam and flood the place? And in the book, it literally that the players can break the dam and flood the park to cover everything up. And he said that, and then you guys went the exact opposite way and just burnt the forest.
The evidence would have washed up someplace later on. We burned it so that it all got burnt to ashes.
Yep.
It was a good idea.
No, no DNA evidence.
And you guys are getting getting through this at a really decent pace. I'm surprised that we are where we are right now with this one, and just 2 sessions into it. Especially considering the scenario book recommends that one entire session be dedicated to investigating Reeves and Griffin the bodies alone, and just what happens there is 1 to 2 sessions for just investigating like the crime scene and everything. It's rather quickly.
We haven't even got to the bodies yet, though.
No, you haven't got to investigate the actual bodies yet. But that's coming up next time on Family Quest Delta Green. I'm going to go get myself some dinner. So, if you guys want to play Neon Skies, we will be playing Thursday at 8:30. And that link to that Discord should still work. If it doesn't, let me know.
Okay. Do you have anybody else playing, or is it just going to be us again?
There's currently 2 other guys that are going to be playing that game with me from the Wylock's Armory Discord, which is where like Wylock is the person that made the game. So, and he's, like I said, he could potentially be a player for us as well because he joined that Discord group as well. So, just prepare and look over if it's something you want to do. You're welcome to join. If not, I completely understand, because switching to a different system can be quite overwhelming, especially if you know nothing about the setting itself.
Yeah, I would say my knowledge on like cyber tech is like beginner, like 0. Or I would say it's actually what I've read so far in the book. That's my knowledge.
In all honesty, I think if you just kind of watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Netflix, it'll give you just kind of like a little bit of an idea. Like it's not,
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
That or even
it's not gonna be.
Blade Runner. Blade Runner is a classic cyberpunk story.
Yeah. Fun fact: Blade Runner and Alien, the Alien franchise, are in the same universe.
Well, I didn't really like Alien.
I love Alien. Alien is my favorite horror movie of all time.
Like I've never like been a science fiction or a yeah, like I'm pretty like fantasy, like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I do like superheroes, Batman, but I would say that's like where I hang out, and I don't really venture very far from there usually.
That is how I used to be. To this day, my favorite video game of all time is Morrowind. So I completely understand. Like we grew up having to go through our dad's stuff, and it was either sci-fi stuff or it was like literally D&D, Forgotten Realms, Dragonlance.
Well, I guess I'm into Star Wars too, but I think I'm not into Star Trek.
Would Battlestar Galactica be considered cyberpunk a little bit?
No, not even. No, that's just
That's what I thought. Like, I'm trying to think of
cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is, I guess you could say, it's modern. Like, think it would be like modern day meets sci-fi. So like, just like the idea of, it's like, can we have this kind of technology? What would it look like? But also it gives you like the 80s neon vibe. That's it. It's today's setting. Now tech it up a little bit. Limitless technology.
That's the part I
And
really work. Even to like
a-
make technology
and
in.
80s neon theme.
Have flared jackets, neon yellow.
yeah, most of the armor is just style.
Mm.
That's a great way to put it. Is armor is just style. But I'm gonna get off because I need to get myself something to eat. So just
I'm gonna get
Yep,
off
yep.
too. I can.
Thursday night, if you guys want to play, just let me know if that Discord link
Okay.
doesn't work.
Okay.
All right, I will talk to y'all later.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Adios. Hasta luego.
All right, and as for the rest of you, thank you all for tuning in to another live stream version, or if you're watching or listening to this, of Family Questscape. If you want to pick up your own copy of Delta Green and start playing yourself, you can get a copy on drivethroughrpg.com or go through Arc Dream Publishing. I believe it's arcdream.com though for that one. So just thank you so much, and I won't see you. You'll see me next time for another adventure.